Hi guys, I hope you can hear me now. Perfect. Today we're going to talk about about Xenical or Singrass, or by its generic name, Orlistat. Orlistat is a weight loss drug. It's been marketed to many people, especially in our population, because, as you know, many of us are overweight. Now, as with every single medication that you take, there's a potential for side effects, but we're going to get into that later on. Today, we're going to talk about what it's used for and how it works. Orlistat works by blocking 30% of the fat that you consume because it's a lipase inhibitor. Lipase is an enzyme naturally found in the body that breaks down your lipids or fats into smaller compounds, allowing them to be absorbed in the body. As a result of this, lipase inhibitors like Orlistat block this enzyme from working, and as a result of this, the lipids or fats that you consume are not able to be absorbed in your intestine and stomach. As a result of this, the the undigested fats pass unaltered out of your body. This is good and bad. It's good because when you take this medication, the fats that you consume will not contribute to your weight. But it's bad in the sense where you can have issues. So if you consume and continue to consume meals that are high in fat while taking this medication, you're going to have issues such as loose stools, fecal incontinence, meaning that you're going to find it hard to keep your feces in because it's oily. As a result of this, you can have issues. That's why it's very important when you take this medication that you are on a very, very, very strict diet. The mistake people make is that they continue to eat as though they eat normally, but you can't. You still have to exercise common sense and literally exercise and diet correctly. You have to reduce your fat intake, reduce your carbohydrates. This is a supplement. It's not meant to completely eliminate all the necessary factors required for you to lose weight. Now, does Xenical work, or Xenical, Singrass, or Orlistat work? Yes, it does. It actually works. So here's how it works. Xenical, as I mentioned, is a lipase inhibitor, but sorry, not here's how it works. How effective is it? There's a study that showed 80 people. 80 people divided into two groups. One group was given a placebo. The other group was given Xenical, Singrass, or Orlistat. I say all three names because different countries market it as a different name. Here in Caribbean, we use Singrass, but in America, they use Singrass as well as Xenical. So for future reference in this video, I'm just going to call it Orlistat, which is the generic name or the actual name of the molecule. Now, as I said, 80 people were placed into a study. 40 went into the placebo. 40 went into the group where they were given Orlistat, and it was over 24 weeks. 24 weeks. Now, they measured waist circumference, the weight, cholesterol, triglycerides. They measured BMI, total cholesterol, HDL, and LDL, which are the good cholesterol, which is HDL, and the bad cholesterol, which is LDL. And what they found was that the group that got the Orlistat lost 4.65 kilograms over the 24 weeks compared to the group that got the placebo, which only lost 2.5 kilograms. So one group lost 10 pounds over 24 weeks and the other group lost 5 pounds. But the Orlistat group dominated. It lost 10 pounds versus 5 pounds. So people lost 5 more pounds when they took Orlistat compared to the placebo. Another thing too, people's BMI went down when they took the Orlistat. So people's BMI, because most people that were in this study were over 30 in their BMI. So their BMI was 30 and above. And what they found was that people who took the Orlistat, their BMI dropped by a whole 1.1 to 2, while those that were in the placebo group only dropped by 0.64. So there's evidence to show that it works. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to sit down and figure out if this medication is for you. You may not even need it. So I marketed this medication to those who are 250 pounds and above, 55 years and under, and living in Jamaica because, as you know, I'm a medical doctor right here in Jamaica. And what I've noticed is that everybody, even people from here, they were very interested in taking the medication. Some people did not even make the criteria, as in they were not over 250 pounds. They were well under that, but they still wanted to start the medication. So my question to the people that are listening right now, what is it about the idea that you have to take something to lose weight? Not everybody has to take medication to lose weight. I would prefer you to sit down and evaluate if you are doing or if you are taking the necessary steps to lose weight. My program is for those who find it very difficult to lose weight when doing the right things. So this medication is not for everybody. So I offer this program to people who, for instance, find it very difficult to lose weight normally and are over 250 pounds. If you're under 200 pounds, you should not have to take this medication to lose weight. So therefore, you should find no need to message me to ask me if I sell it, which I don't, or if I can prescribe it for you, which I won't. This medication, let me repeat it again, is for people who find it very difficult to lose weight while doing the right things to lose weight. So let's talk about some more issues that can occur when taking Orlistat. Because it inhibits fats, it also inhibits the fat-soluble vitamins such as vitamin A, D, E, and K. Therefore, when you're taking this medication, you need to be on a multivitamin just in case. It inhibits 30% of the fats that you consume, and those fat-soluble vitamins require the enzyme lipase to be absorbed into your body. Vitamin A, D, E, and K are essential in your body. Talk about negatively? No, it's not negativity. It's just I want whoever's signing up for this program to take the medication only if they need to take the medication. Otherwise, do it the natural way, which is dieting and exercise. That's what I want people to do. It does have side effects. And if you've been looking underneath the comments when I posted the video about Orlistat, you would realize that many people have posted their experience while taking the medication. And they will all say they did lose weight, but they noticed that they had side effects. The mistake is that in some countries it's actually over the counter. So people take the medication and they think they can continue eating as before. And I really want people to understand that there's no pill available right now on earth that you can continue eating as you feel like and lose weight just like that. That's not going to happen just yet. Maybe later down when technology gets more advanced, yes, but we still have to exercise, we still have to diet. I've had instances where people have messaged me asking if I can sell them the medication, if I sell products. I don't sell products. I do specifically what research shows is effective. So I don't offer any teas because they do not work. I do not offer any waist trainers. They do not work. I don't offer weight loss pills. They do not work. I don't offer weight loss treatments such as cryo freezing and they don't work. Two things I know work. Either you get the fat removed via surgery, which should be bariatric surgery or plastic surgery, or you diet and exercise. That's it. No gimmicks, no nothing. That's legit what works. And I want everybody that's listening to this to understand that that's just how life is right now. Later down in the next couple of years, maybe they'll develop a pill. Maybe they develop a procedure that will give you instantaneous results. No, you have to put in right now, you have to put in the effort. So let's continue. Orlistat, in terms of dosing, is usually like 120 milligrams 3 times for the day. If you are going to take Orlistat, it's recommended that you take it with a large meal. If you don't eat on the day, don't take the Orlistat, because as I said, the medication is to block the fat from being absorbed from your meal. So if you're not eating, it makes no sense taking the medication, which is another mistake. People people take. They think that by starving themselves and taking the medication that they'll get drastic results. That's not how it works. In terms of why did I choose, I saw this question underneath one of my posts. Someone asked, why did I choose only 250 pounds? As in, why not lighter? As I mentioned earlier up in this video, I don't want people underneath that weight. Like for instance, if they weigh 200 pounds, to then shy away from doing the basics, focusing on getting this pill as opposed to just doing the basics, which is exercising and dieting. Can you take it if you're diabetic? Yes. Can you take it if you're hypertensive? Yes. If you have hypothyroidism, yes, but you should be under the care of a medical doctor. If you take cyclosporin, can you take it? Yes, but you have to take it a particular way. Also, certain things you can eat and cannot eat. Foods high in fats, stay away from those. You need to reduce your fat intake significantly. You also need to increase your vegetable intake, increase your protein intake, change how you cook your vegetables and how you cook your meat, because we know people of African descent, we tend to fry everything. We fry a lot of our vegetables and meat, so we can actually shy away from frying our meat. Skin your chicken, remove the fat from your pork and your beef, remove the fat from any meat that you're consuming. Lots of fish, roast your meats, boil your meats. Those are examples of ways that you reduce your fat. Hi Yama, thanks for joining. I also want to state that if you're living in another country, I cannot write the prescription for you in that country. My medical license is right here in the island of Jamaica. I cannot write a prescription for you in America. So I can't send you the medication or drug legally, and I'm not doing anything illegal. So just take that out to your mind one time. So just know that if you have it over the counter, you're on your own in your country, or you can go to a nutritionist or medical doctor in your country and ask them to write it for you and to follow you up. What I can provide for you is a diet plan to help you with the when you're taking the medication. That's what I can help you with. But in terms of prescribing it for you, I cannot do it legally and I will not do it illegally. That's a promise. So, sorry. Another thing, let's talk. We've spoken about Orlistat. If you have any questions, you can put them down there. I want to talk about mindset as it pertains to managing your diabetes and hypertension. I want you to make an effort today to view your management of diabetes and hypertension as your lifeline, your ability to carry on in life. I'll tell you what I mean. I'm having many conversations with people, like way too many conversations where people put their management of their diabetes and hypertension on the back burner. I have read this flyer on a live before, which showed 1 in 3 Jamaicans have hypertension. And I was talking with a drug rep yesterday, and she was saying that it's probably worse than that, and it's probably going to increase. 1 in 3. One of the complications of hypertension, which I want people to always keep in the back of their mind, is that it can affect your memory later on. You can have memory problems. And that might come from the fact that you have micro strokes. You can have transient ischemic attacks. You can also have full-on strokes, which can have an effect on parts of the brain. Now think about this. As your memory goes, your ability to function in society can also go. Why would you want to risk that? Your ability to drive, your ability to even clean yourself if you go to the bathroom, your ability to wash your face, your ability to recognize your family members. This is not a good alternative to what you are experiencing right now. You have to take everything that is pertinent to pertaining to your health as a very, very serious factor for you to not only just survive, but to live and not be a burden to other people. And that's exactly what's going to happen. If you end up with a stroke, you're going to... Don't think for a second that at some point in time, a family member will not sit down and say to themselves like, yo, I have to go and change this person, a grown adult. That's not a good alternative or a good life. you should be doing everything in your power to make sure that you don't get to that point. I feel like as a medical doctor, I've been a medical doctor for 10 years. I graduated from the University of West Indies, St. Augustine campus in Trinidad in 2013. And from then until now, I feel like I have fought with about maybe 20,000 patients, trying to get them to take their medication and not be a burden to the healthcare sector and to their family. And I feel like I've only convinced 5 or 6 people. And it sounds bad, but I think like the number of people that I've convinced to take their medication, I probably am exaggerating, but it does not feel like I have won the battle as many times as I should have. I've explained to people, what could happen, and people just look at me and they're like, okay. And I've asked people if they're suicidal. They say to me, no, they're not. I've asked people if they hear voices or if they have any mental issues going on and they break down. People just don't prioritize the right things. And it's so sad because I usually see people at the point just before they require more serious interventions. And that's very, very, very frustrating, because then you know them from before when they were walking around, and then you see them after, and then they're asking you for help. I want, the whole point of this movement was to get people to mobilize and lose weight by 30 pounds in a year, 60 pounds in a year, 100 pounds in a year and a half, something. And I feel like I'm not really succeeding in convincing people. People, like even recently, someone messaged me and I was offering meal plans, but they were looking for a product. This is not a product-based lifestyle. This is a lifestyle change that requires a focus on a discipline to allow you to lose weight, eat correctly, reduce your risk of heart attack, stroke, complications of diabetes, losing your toes, losing your eyesight, losing your memory, losing your teeth, losing limbs, having to go under anesthesia to have serious cardiac or brain procedures done to save your life, reduce your risk of cancer, reduce your risk of, and the list goes on, kidney failure. So we need to really change. We need to make a change. Okay, I've ranted enough. Let's have a discussion. So any questions? Any questions about Orlistat? Any questions about weight loss? Any questions about diabetes? Any questions on anything that you feel as though you need to find out if you're doing it wrong or right? I've already answered questions about intermittent fasting, so people have asked me that already. Any questions? That is incredible. I'm glad to hear. 2 pounds. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to hear. People losing weight. That is it. That is it. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Trust me, once you get to your goal, you're going to thank yourself for sticking to it. You have to stick to it. You have to stick to it. Great work. Great work. So if you don't have any more questions, I just want you to continue trying to lose weight, continue staying focused, continue monitoring your health. If you have diabetes and hypertension, please continue to try to lose weight. Yes, kettlebell, that's resistance training. That's great. I'm glad, Yama. The kettlebell is really good to use. Thanks, Janet. You probably are losing weight, and if you're not, you're probably increasing your muscle mass, which is still good. Don't give up. Guys, thanks for joining, and look out for more lives.